Let's speak now to Yossi Mekelberg. He's a senior consulting fellow of the MENA Program at Chatham House and a specialist in Israeli politics. He joins us now from London. Many thanks for your time, Yossi. So your thoughts on Israel's response that we've received this evening to this Arab plan. Does it come as any surprise?
Good evening. I can't say I'm surprised, but I think that one should be disappointed. This is an opening game. The meeting today came, I think, with many things that are positive for Israel, positive for the Palestinians, positive for the region. Israel doesn't have to accept in the first instant everything that's in there, but it should say we accept the positive about it, ending the war, reconstruction of Gaza, actually without saying that Hamas won't be in control, by saying that the Palestinian Authority is going to control Gaza. It's quite clear that that's where the most of the region envisage Gaza. Reconstruction, security for everyone. So I think Israel could have actually said there are a lot of positive in this statement. There are things that we would like to talk to you about, we want to negotiate. But unfortunately, the current Israel government, unless it gets everything that it wants, it's outright rejecting. This is not a very clear diplomacy. Obviously, after what President Trump said only a few weeks ago about the expansion of all Palestinians from Gaza, this all of a sudden became almost an official policy in Israel. But it's not going to happen. It shouldn't happen.
Well, given we know the Americans' position and the Israelis, I mean, they've made very clear that Gaza's future cannot involve Hamas. Do you think the plan presented today should have made more clear where they stood on Hamas and also how they would get Hamas to disarm, for example?
I think following October 7, I think most of the region understand that Hamas can play a role, definitely not as a military force, but also for quite a long time as a political force. But it's still, it's a political force within the Palestinian society. It will have to take responsibility as well to what has happened over the last 17 months. At the end of the day, the most important thing is, and that's what Israel, I think, is wrong, is not to accepting that in one form and another, as actually the statement said today, a reformed Palestinian Authority will govern Gaza. In the meantime, talking about an interim government or administrative of technocrats there. So again, without saying Hamas is out, because remember, Hamas is still in control of there, and Israel is still in negotiation over the release of the hostages. So actually, diplomatically, I think it was quite smart not to enter explicitly into this, but everyone can see that the long term is to have a Palestinian Authority. And this is the role of the Palestinian Authority to ensure that Gaza doesn't pose one way or another a threat to Israel, as much as Israel won't pose threat to the people of Gaza.
Yossi, thank you for your time this evening. Yossi Mekelberg, Senior Consulting Fellow at the MENA Program at Chatham House.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.